Our planet is warming. The signs are all around us, from the increasing global temperatures to the shifting weather patterns that are becoming more unpredictable and severe. This is not a distant threat. It is happening right now, affecting millions of lives across the globe. Natural disasters are becoming more frequent and more devastating. It is a clear and present danger. Communities are being displaced, homes are being destroyed, and lives are being lost. The impact is felt in every corner of the world. The evidence is undeniable: rising temperatures, melting ice caps, extreme weather events. Our polar regions are warming at an alarming rate, causing ice to melt and sea levels to rise. We are living in a time of unprecedented environmental change. Forests, the lungs of our planet, are being cut down at an unsustainable rate, and our oceans are suffering from coral bleaching and acidification. The very fabric of our planet is being altered. The delicate balance of our ecosystems is being disrupted, leading to soil erosion, loss of biodiversity, and the collapse of natural habitats. The consequences of inaction are dire. Droughts are leaving farmlands barren, and animals are struggling to survive as their habitats disappear. The food security of millions is at risk. We must act now to protect our planet, for our children and for generations to come. The future of our youth depends on the actions we take today. They deserve a world where they can thrive, not just survive. The time for debate is over. The science is clear and the evidence is overwhelming. We must listen to the experts and take their warnings seriously. The time for action is now. We have the technology and the knowledge to make a difference. Renewable energy sources like wind and solar power are becoming more accessible and affordable. We must come together as a global community to address this challenge. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in creating a sustainable future. Our future depends on it. By working together, we can restore our planet's health and ensure a vibrant, thriving world for generations to come. The time to act is now, and the responsibility lies with each and every one of us. Global warming refers to the ongoing increase in Earth's average temperature. This phenomenon has been observed over the past century and has accelerated in recent decades. The consequences of this warming are far-reaching and impact every corner of our planet. This warming is primarily caused by the increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. These gases, such as carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, are released through various human activities, including burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes. The greenhouse effect is a natural process. It is essential for life on Earth, as it helps to maintain the planet's temperature at a level suitable for living organisms. It traps heat from the sun and keeps our planet habitable. Without the greenhouse effect, Earth would be too cold to support life as we know it. However, human activities have intensified this effect. The rapid increase in greenhouse gas emissions has led to an enhanced greenhouse effect, causing more heat to be trapped in the atmosphere. We are trapping too much heat. This excess heat is causing global temperatures to rise, leading to more frequent and severe heat waves, changing weather patterns, and disrupting ecosystems. These gases act like a blanket around the Earth. This blanket is becoming thicker as more greenhouse gases are emitted, making it harder for heat to escape. They prevent heat from escaping back into space. As a result, the Earth's surface and lower atmosphere are warming up, leading to a cascade of environmental changes. This leads to a gradual warming of the planet. The melting of polar ice caps and glaciers, rising sea levels, and more extreme weather events are just some of the visible impacts of global warming. The scientific consensus is clear. Human activities are the dominant cause of this warming. Scientists around the world agree that immediate and sustained action is necessary to mitigate the effects of climate change and protect our planet for future generations. The primary culprit behind global warming is the burning of fossil fuels. Coal, oil, and natural gas are the backbone of our modern society. However, their combustion releases vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This carbon dioxide is a major greenhouse gas. It traps heat and contributes significantly to global warming. Deforestation is another significant contributor. Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Cutting down forests reduces our planet's ability to remove this harmful gas. This exacerbates the greenhouse effect and accelerates global warming. The consequences of global warming are already being felt around the world. Heat waves are becoming more frequent and intense. These extreme heat events pose serious risks to human health. Sea levels are rising at an alarming rate. This is due to the melting of glaciers and ice sheets. Coastal communities are facing an existential threat from rising waters. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes and droughts are becoming more severe. These events cause widespread damage and displace millions of people. The impacts of global warming are far-reaching and devastating. Section 5, Nature's Web Under Threat. Global warming is not just a human problem, it is a threat to all life on Earth. Ecosystems around the world are being disrupted. Coral reefs, which are home to a quarter of all marine species, are bleaching and dying. Species are being forced to migrate to cooler climates. Some are facing extinction as their habitats disappear. The delicate balance of nature is being upset. This has cascading effects throughout the food chain. We are witnessing a loss of biodiversity on a scale not seen in millions of years. Section 6, a human tragedy unfolding. The impacts of global warming are not just environmental, they are deeply human. Food security is under threat as crop yields decline in many regions. Water scarcity is becoming a pressing issue. This leads to conflict and displacement. Millions of people are being forced from their homes due to climate change. This creates a humanitarian crisis of unprecedented proportions. The most vulnerable among us, particularly in developing countries, are bearing the brunt of these impacts. Section 7, a glimpse into a warmer future. If current trends continue, the future looks bleak. Global temperatures are projected to rise significantly by the end of the century. This will have catastrophic consequences. Sea levels could rise by several feet. This would inundate coastal cities and displace millions more people. Extreme weather events will become more frequent and intense. This will cause widespread destruction and loss of life. We are on a trajectory toward a world that is increasingly hostile to human life. Section 8. Charting a course for change. The challenge of global warming may seem daunting, but there is still hope. We have the knowledge and the tools to avert the worst consequences of climate change. The key lies in transitioning to a low-carbon economy. We must reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and embrace clean, renewable energy sources. Investing in energy efficiency, sustainable transportation, and green technologies is paramount. We must also protect and restore our forests, which act as carbon sinks. Section 9, a global call to action, the Paris Agreement. In 2015, the world came together to sign the Paris Agreement. This landmark agreement aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. It represents a commitment by nearly every nation on Earth to address this global challenge. Under the agreement, countries have pledged to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. They have also committed to providing financial and technological support to developing nations. The Paris Agreement is a beacon of hope. It shows that collective action is possible. Section 10, our shared responsibility. Addressing global warming is not just the responsibility of governments and corporations. Every individual has a role to play. We can all make choices that reduce our carbon footprint. Simple actions, such as using energy-efficient appliances, reducing our reliance on cars, and adopting a more sustainable lifestyle, can make a difference. By making conscious choices, we can collectively reduce our impact on the planet. We can create a more sustainable future. Section 11, a future we can choose. The future is not predetermined. It is a canvas waiting for us to paint with our actions and decisions. We have the power to shape it. Every small action we take today can ripple into significant changes tomorrow. And by acting now, we can avert the worst consequences of climate change. Investing in renewable energy sources like wind and solar power can drastically reduce our carbon footprint. We can create a world that is more sustainable, equitable, and just. Imagine communities powered by clean energy, where everyone has access to the resources they need to thrive. It will require a collective effort, a shared commitment to protecting our planet for generations to come. Schools, businesses, and governments must all play their part in this global mission. The time for action is now. The choice is ours. We must stand together united in our resolve to make a difference. Let us choose a future where humanity and nature thrive in harmony. Sustainable farming practices and conservation efforts can help restore the balance between human activity and the natural world. Let us choose a future where global warming is no longer a threat, but a challenge we overcame together. A future where clean air and water are the norm and where our children can play in parks free from pollution. This vision is within our reach, but it requires bold leadership and innovative solutions. International cooperation and agreements are crucial in setting the standards for a sustainable future. Advances in technology and science can provide us with the tools we need to combat climate change effectively. From carbon capture to electric vehicles, the possibilities are endless. Community initiatives like urban gardens and local sustainability projects can bring people together and foster a sense of shared responsibility. Together, we can innovate, inspire, and implement the changes needed to secure a better future for all. The journey will not be easy, but the rewards will be immense. Let us envision cities that are green and vibrant, where public transportation is efficient and green spaces are abundant. This is the future we can choose. The power to create this future lies in our hands. Let us act with urgency, compassion, and determination. Together, we can make a difference. Let us choose a future where our planet is healthy, our communities are strong, and our legacy is one of hope and resilience. The time is now. The choice